Hey guys, after the update, AP Shaco is a lot better again. I intentionally didn't say viable because I know you guys don't like it when I say that. But I just feel like before he wasn't half as good as he is now. So I thought I'd make a little guide and show you how I play him. Let's get started. Something to notice, if you're looking for something to just win games, you should probably play something like Malsa, Brand, Tankfizz and so on. This build and playstyle can work to an extent where you can be in a carry position, but it takes a lot of effort and also skill, I would say, to make it work. So why should I play it this way? Fun is the simple answer. So let's start off with the laning phase. You can play Shaco everywhere, but this guide is for the top and mid lane. In most of the scenarios, you're not going to be able to play aggressive at all, because most of the laners simply outtrade you. Still, there are several ways to kill someone on your lane. The first one is to just poke them down by spamming your E and eventually killing them with a final E ignite. This one rarely happens though. The most satisfying way of killing someone is when someone jumps into your Illuminati triangle box trap. This is your biggest kill potential in the early game. When you have 4 boxes stacked, for example, you can even kill the jungler and the laner if you just do it right. Baiting with low life is the easiest way to get someone to walk into these traps. While doing so, you should only use your Q to get away, or only to initiate if you are 100% certain that you're able to kill the person you're aiming for, and if it's even worth killing him, with the possibility being up that you get killed for that action. The last option is everything combined, of course. Putting down your boxes beside enemies, eating them and forcing your clone onto them until it explodes. And, of course, the reason why I think he's way better again now, proto belting after you get visible and sheen proc from your Q. Other than that, just react to things happening around you and have map awareness. If you use teleport like I do, even more, always have your eyes open to pick up some kills somewhere on the map. In team fights, try setting up boxes in the backline and pick out low health or squishy targets. For skilling order, I choose to go for bursty playstyle because the boxes are not that reliant, I feel like. So I skill E the most, followed by the W. Now that we're done with the general playstyle, let's move over to the build. It took me some time to figure out the build that worked for me, but I think I got a good combination with runes, masteries and the build. One of my goals was to get close to 40% cooldown reduction at least in the late game, but that's just what I wanted, so feel free to make changes. The first item I always get is Corrupting Potion, because you will probably never have lane dominance. If you really feel like you might have the dominance, then you can go something like Doran's Ring, but that really rarely happens. And Corrupting Potion helps you to sustain on lane and far more probably to get your items. Now the next item was really hard to define. I tried out more Lonicons, which worked out okay-ish, but I think it's probably better if you're playing support Shaco. Another item I tried was the Hextech GLP, the little gun, which kinda combines Hextech with a lot of H's, I feel like. But then I couldn't put Proto Belt in it anymore. The item I ended up buying was Rod of Ages. With the new passive of Catalyst of Aeons, you have so much sustain on lane combined with the Corrupting Potion. Building this out first doesn't give you a lot of damage, but will help you to scale, and I just feel like it's more balanced. And if you get someone in your traps in the early game, you don't even need that much AP to burst them down. If they're in the trap, they're mostly dead. After the Rod of Ages, I built the Hextech Proto Belt. I tried building it as first item, which works too, but the extra AP damage on the active and also the mana and sustain from Rod is way better. And of course, you get the scaling from Rod of Ages that you should always build early. So after we finish those 2 items, you're in a really stable situation where you should be able to kill 80 carries and some squishy mages fairly easy. After these, we're looking for more proc items. I went with buying Lichtbane and Luden's Echo. When you're at this state of the build, you should be able to kill 80 carries with a Q, the Sheen proc and a single E, which also procs the Luden's Echo. And if that's not enough, you still got your trusty proto belt to help you out. It can also be useful to dodge things like Vel'Koz E-Knocker. It can't go over walls though, so don't be fooled. After these items, you can buy either more AP with Rabadons, some tankiness with Rileys or Zhonya's, and so on. Just adapt to the situation. Now, moving over to the runes and masteries. If you paid attention to the items, you know by now we have 20% cooldown reduction, so we still need 20 to get to 40. For runes, I use 9 scaling cooldown reduction and 9 seals of scaling ability power. If you feel like you don't need the extra cooldown or you don't like the scaling AP, I had normal AP before but I like the scaling more, you can switch them out to full ability power as well, which helps you out in the early game tremendously, but I like it more this way. For quintessences, I took 3 ability power. Now to the marks. This might sound strange, but here I take 9 AD marks to farm better and to do some damage in between the E's. So now we got 35% cooldown reduction. Let's get the last 5% from the masteries. Starting off at the ferocity tree, you could pretty much tick every option here, but I'm gonna tell you what I took. In the first section I took fury over sorcery for the orders in between and better farming. On the next one I was thinking about taking feast, but ended up with double-edged sword. Then vampirism. Combined with a new rod, you heal quite a lot. Wow, I didn't realize that rhymed while writing the script. Amazing. And the AP is not worth it in my opinion. In the last one I took bounty hunter, cause I'm trying to get more damage even though we can proc oppressor with most of our skills. In the cunning tree I took pretty standard stuff. The only thing I want to note is that I took intelligence, which allows us to get 40% cooldown in late game and also 45% with a blue buff. I thought about picking Storm Raider, because late game it's kinda nice to burst an AD carry and then swoosh away, but I think Thunderlords is still more useful. So this kinda wraps up my guide. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will disagree and play him a lot differently than I do, and maybe this is not the optimal way, but it's the way I had the most success and fun with. Write me in the comments below what you think could be better, and of course your opinions on everything I said as well. Hope you're having an amazing day. Try out AP Shaco and tell me how it went. Goodbye.